Welcome back to Piano Spun Fiber Arts for day 21 of the World of Wool Advent Calendar Spin Along. We are now in like the numbered 20s, which just feels like a final countdown. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's Christmas. So day number 21 is called Something Fishy. And the name makes me think that it has something to do with the Feast of the Seven Fishes, but the bag does not give that at all. The bag has, kind of ornamentation-wise, we're seeing gifts, we're seeing pine cones, we're seeing these little wooden stars and snowflakes. As far as the food goes, we're seeing cotton balls and these kind of dried oranges. So this one I know nothing about. I'm very, very curious. So let's jump into Something Fishy. Something Fishy, it's another one of the ones that I've been loving this year. It's 70% Corriedale wool, 30% sari silk, so something textured. Something Fishy celebrates a Scandinavian classic, gravlax, or cured salmon, a traditional dish often found on festive tables in Sweden, Norway, and beyond. Made by curing fresh salmon with salt, sugar, and dill, this delicacy dates back centuries. Originally a clever preservation method for fishermen and now a beloved part of holiday feasts. I feel like I would love this. I love lox on a bagel. The only problem with lox on a bagel is eating it in the morning is not good for your breath for the rest of the day. At Christmas, gravlax is often served thinly sliced alongside mustard sauce, rye bread, or pickles. Its delicate texture and gentle sweetness make it a standout at smorgasbords and Yule board spreads alike. Cool. So the color is referring to our salmon here. 70% Corriedale, 30% sari silk. Corriedale could be any color. It's going to be a really nice spin. We love the spin of Corriedale, and sari silk is going to bring some texture. So I wonder if our Corriedale is going to be this kind of salmony base, and then maybe our sari silk in the color of pickles and mustard. We're going to find out. I think they went a little more conservative with the sari silk. So we have kind of both of the colors of salmon, like when you get a really good kind of marbleized piece of sushi. We have the pinker one and the peachier one, and our sari silk just white. So just there for texture. We're not bringing in any of the yellows or greens from our mustard or pickles. Just gonna try to open it up a little here. Wow, this section is gonna be a tough spin. Look at all the sari silk in there. So really striped salmon colors, really textured sari silk. It does look like salmon when you're thinking about it. Let's read up. Corriedale wool in salmon and peach hues mirrors the soft glowing flesh of the cured fish, while sari silk yeti adds shimmering flecks of unexpected color, echoing dill fronds or citrus zest catching candlelight on the holiday table. I'm not seeing, maybe while spinning I'll kind of catch some color, but it really looks white to cream to me. Best spun as thicker art yarns to make the most of sari silk streaks, but experienced and brave spinners may wish to attempt finer spins. It's perfectly suited for felting too. Well, we're gonna be right in between there. We're gonna be making a pretty fine spin here. And I do expect challenge, especially in those larger kind of clumps of sari silk, but that's okay. We like a challenge here. I did this backwards than I usually do it. Feels strange. Okay. So we will put our third away, and then I'm gonna split this pretty fine to try to spin it into our nice Aran weight yarn. I did happen to grab that section with a lot of clumps in it. You know what? I'm just gonna dive right in. I'm gonna take the clumpiest section and I'm gonna start with it. I might split it even finer than this. I'm gonna keep my wraps per inch tool really close by. As I spin into those sari silk clumps, I'm gonna shorten up, kind of choke up my hands so that I can tease them apart. I do want the texture to show through, but I still want my wraps per inch to be pretty close to 25 all the way throughout. And luckily, this sari silk does seem to spin a little easier than others we've had this year. I think it's mostly because I see less threads. I think sari silk is really difficult when you get a lot of threads. The threads can kind of be the trickiest part. Yeah, see, here's some of that sari silk where we're just gonna have to tease it a bit. And we have a big clump right there in the middle. Like I said, every once in a while, that kind of texture is fun. We just want to keep it pretty even overall. Now entering a spot that is mostly sari silk. So again, hands really close. That sari silk fiber only has a staple of like 1 inch. So about 1 inch apart is where I want to keep my hands. Just making sure that I only pull a little at a time. But I want to keep my backhand loose enough that the Corriedale wool can still slide through. I'm gonna stop here because I think I want to see that texture that just went by. And my plies, my singles are a little fine, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now, because I want to see what happens when we get all that texture in there. Might need to add a little more singles twist as well. This spot in the middle is a little thin, but see how that textured spot makes that little spot of the yarn bigger, and how at the top it's even a little bigger than Aran weight. So I'm not gonna be too worried here. I think it'll turn out just about right in the end. We'll see if I'm right when I come back with the finished yarn. Here's our yarn for day 21, something fishy. And this one has me laughing a little bit because I've converted some of my real life fiber friends into spinners, which I think is what every spinner does. I think we try to convert everyone around us into spinners, but they also got the calendar this year, and I know they're gonna hate this one. But I liked it a lot. The fact that I know it's based on salmon really had me thinking the whole time I was spinning it how much it does look like salmon. And I love salmon. Like I said, I love lox, I love sushi, but something about the way the white plays with it just makes it look so uncanny, so edible in a weird way. I don't know that I would say it's in a good way. And the sari silk in this one I think is the toughest spin yet. I think the texture came out really cool. It almost looks like snow covered lox, but I just know they're gonna hate it. I think the squares are gonna come out really interesting. We have spots where, I mean, our texture is super bulky, if not more than that. Because of how much sari silk is in here, I don't think we got anything, I don't think there's any spot that is crazy thin, like lace weight fine, but I do think it's gonna be pretty uneven. In spots where it's just the Corriedale, it's pretty nicely Aran weight, but everywhere else it's just wildly different. I think it'll crochet pretty even, but if I were trying to knit this, I think I'd have a problem, but I like it a lot. I can't wait to hear what they have to say about it though. I'm gonna go turn it into some squares and I will be back. Here are our 3 squares for day 21, something fishy. Like I said, I think we're nicely back on track with the weight and size of the squares that I'm hoping for. It is always nice to have kind of a weird one in there. And you know, it's called something fishy, it's a little tongue-in-cheek. I think they knew what they were doing here. I do like it. I wish the white of the sari silk was a little brighter, because as it is, it's almost gray and it just looks a little dingy. I want to say that it kind of looks like snow on salmon, but it looks like snow on salmon that you've kind of worn in the snow a couple of times. I still think they're fun. I still think the texture turned out pretty nice. I still think my friends are gonna hate this one. But I like that it's fun. The one thing I do have to say is that for the past 5 or 6 days, I mean, they look so nice together, but we've really gotten a lot of neutrals, purples, and pinks. So it would be nice for the next 5 days to see something really different. I mean, they play so nicely together. They really do look lovely, but we have a lot of the same kind of color palette. So it would be nice to see a little switch up in the next 5 days. So I hope that's what we see. We had this much yarn left, which is about par for the course. These are all the yarns that we have left, and I do have an idea for all of these. I know what I'm gonna do with the extras, and I think it's gonna be fun. And I was inspired, maybe you can figure out the answer, I was inspired by a lot of the textured yarns that we have seen this year. So, cool project lined up for those guys. I will add these to the box, and I will be back tomorrow for day 22. See you then.